Hey everyone, how's it going? It's I, the real Wendy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashy. Hello, Dashy. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member, raythax.eth domain name as well. So we'll start off with the macro, as we have all of the top 10 being down, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. They're all down throughout the day. I think you have to get to Tron, which is up 0.4% on the day, in order to get anyone that is actually in the green. But OMI is outperforming them all. OMI is ranked number 182 according to CoinGecko. They are up 2.2% today to 000629, almost at 0063, at $662,000. So is it a ton of money? No, it's not. But just not a ton of people are selling. There's a couple people buying. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's all you need. My most recent whale that I've been advising will get up to 25 million at some point. He's at like 22 right now. He'll probably get up until 23 later this week. And then before the end of the month, he'll get up to 25. And then he already has 2 Bitcoin. I might try to get him really back into the Veve NFTs. Hasn't really bought anything in a while. But that's just some news over there. Speaking of OMI, well, I'll get to that in a second. But we have a new payout partner. So Alex G over on Veve announced this too, but Alex G had mentioned this over on Discord, saying, hey everyone, in preparation for the return of payout with our new provider, we are now incrementally adding new users based on specific criteria for an initial beta phase. With each successful phase, more users added until payout is fully re-enabled. Thank you for your ongoing patience. Thank you for your outgoing patience. And then it sends a link to it. There's really not too much. I'll go over it right now, but it's still pretty self-explanatory. So there are a few people that have never cashed out, and in case you're looking to, all you have to do is you have to use your personal bank account for the payout, so they can't do any business bank accounts yet. They'll save that for KYB most likely. You must have a minimum balance of 500 gems to qualify for payout, but it doesn't mean you have to take out all 500 gems. Like, there is a minimum 100 gem withdrawal, so you have to have 500 gems in there, but you only need to take out 100 at a time. But those are the numbers for the minimums on that. The maximum withdrawal amount is currently 50,000 gems in any 7-day period, which kind of goes in line. I think you're only allowed to do, 10,000 a week to onboard. I think that might have only been with crypto pay-in though. I'm not 100% sure of the limits to put fiat or crypto onto Veve, but currently $50,000 in any 7-day period. So it could be Tuesday to Monday, it could be Thursday to Wednesday, etc., you name it. Given the nature of the international banking system, we do not provide any guarantees as to the speed of the payout. However, we expect most bank transfers to arrive within 5 to 7 business days. This company is out of Singapore. I'll get more on the company in a second. Payout service provider will conduct their own company's checks comparable to any other payment provider before approving a payout. So if you're already verified, already KYC, you don't really need to worry about too much. You will be asked to redo a facial scan. So I don't know how accurate those are. Every now and then, what you can do, depending on the software, this happened with Earth 2, that if you had changed a little bit from your license, or you had changed a little bit from whatever form of ID you put, and let's say you gained or lost weight, you grew some facial hair and some hair, it might not register you as who you are. Depending on the software, you could just use a photocopy of your face. You could just use your license. I did that with Earth 2, where it didn't recognize me because I had gained so much weight since I was like 19. And then I just put my license up to my phone and it worked. I don't know if it'll work with this one. It may or may not. I know they do billions and billions each year in processing things out. So who knows? But yeah, in case you are having issues, you can just use a photocopy of your face. Because this is a new provider, you may have to redo all the stuff that you had put in. So you just have to add a new account from a drop-down menu. You're just going to add a new bank account. So the account number, or IBAN if you're using international account, you need an ACH routing number, that is US only. You could do VIC or you could do SWIFT, your bank name and bank country. And note, please ensure you do not use hyphens or other special characters to separate your entered information. Once you add the account, they'll send you a 6-digit code sent to your registered email to complete the process. They'll have you agree to your payout terms and conditions, and then the 2FA review and payout. So you have to enter a 6-digit code to process the payout. And then you'll have 5 minutes to review and process the payout. If details are entered incorrectly, please click the edit icon to update. And once happy, with the payout details, click withdraw, and then complete the facial liveness check, which again, hopefully people are okay with that. If you have gained or lost a significant amount of weight, or you got some work done and to make yourself look a little better, whatever it is, if all else fails, try it with your ID, try it with your passport, and see if that works. The payout fees currently are the same. A 10% fee will be applied to any payout transaction. This is noted on the payout review screen and must be confirmed by the user before a payout can be processed. You do have, if you want to wire it, it's a bank fee of $1, US dollar, and if you want to receive a bank wire fee, it's also another dollar based on banks. So if you have $100, or if you have $1,000, you would receive $898. So it's a 10% fee, bringing it down to $900, and those two other things, and that's it. Be advised, the reason we still have a 10% cash out fee is because most people are not buying gems through the web app. They're doing it on their phone. And Veve has to pay 30% of those gems to Apple or to Google. So if you want a cash out fee that is less than 10%, go buy gems on the web app. That's all I can say. This is a community problem. Be advised, there will be people or citizens of these countries that you cannot cash out from. I'll list them right now. Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia, Russia, Myanmar, Libya, North Korea, Iraq, Iran, Guinea-Bissau, Eritrea, I don't even know where that is, Central African Republic, Burundi, Belarus, and Cuba. Guys, if you look at Brock McBlockchain, he just did a troll post and he edited it to say that, oh, anyone in the Americas cannot cash out, and that's it. That's just a troll post. I already see some people calling it a rug because of that. I love Brock McBlockchain. I'll get him on the podcast again soon. Ask him why he loves to troll so much. Everyone comment nice down below for that. So we have somebody asking, how long do you expect until it's rolled out to everyone? And then Veve responds, well, it depends on the success of the beta testing. We would give you a timeline, but hey, let's learn from the past. It is our top priority. Then you have Veve Viral going and saying, it's the integration of OMI into Veve. Is that a simultaneous top priority? And Veve goes and responds, yes, it's part of the OMI MCP synergies we're working on. There's multiple articles with more details there, and they go and they click a link and all that. But just to break that down, when they say, oh, hey, let's learn from the past, for those of you that are new, people are looking at here, Veve had given timelines for certain things in the past, but because this is tech and first-time investors or first people like in this that are automatically assuming everything to work just right the first time you do it, have never been in tech, have never invested in tech, and don't come from it, and they, inevitably there is bugs, and there are always delays, whether it be from a smaller company like Veve, it's worth a couple billion, or a $1 trillion company like Tesla. It's just what happens. There's delays. So now instead of giving timelines, they're just going to work on it. We had no idea when waitlist was coming. There was no timeline on that. It just happened. Same with crafting. Same with waitlist on the comics. Guarantee you, same thing happens with OMI. Anyway, moving on. We have Shankster. This mother flapper. I'm so jealous. Says, I'm the Dragon Warrior, also financially irresponsible. And the reason he says that is because he pays about 4x the price for a Po, which is the most recent Kung Fu Panda, and he pays, instead of like the 5x the price, instead of the 30-something dollars it is on the secondary market, paid $169. Let me go and lower that so you can see it. And the $169 was not just for any mint. It wasn't even for a random sub 100 mint. It was for number 69. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Also, we have Duo Aram 6981 saying he is licensed under Universal Games and Digital Platforms. So I thought that was really interesting. The word games, there may or may not be something to that. I'm not sure. Keep you posted. Veve has been cracking down on off-app users, meaning, oh, hey, I'll give you this price for this one, and then just PayPal or Zelle or Bitcoin Me, like an extra X amount off-app. They've been going pretty hard on this. We have somebody that says, hi, your Veve account was found to have engaged in inflated sales on the Veve marketplace by our security team. And they go back and forth with this, and just they've been cracking down on that. So I would never, just because I have so much on there, I wouldn't want to do that. And then, God forbid, like it does happen, and if I was like, oh crap, like that's something that Veve would most likely make an example out of someone that does that. So if you're another influencer watching this, please do not do that. That is not something that Veve needs, because most likely they will make an example. Just throwing that out there. But speaking of examples, we have Mr. 41.eth saying, I want to give a huge shout out to the legend Clever Jerk for making a beautiful collage of my first public mint, number 41, for me. And it is incredible. He has 100 collectibles that are number 41s. I got the gold and silver Veve logo number 41, and that's it. This man is a machine. I think the most recent one he had was the Hulk number 41. Whales do be collecting those sub 100s though, and not just any sub 100s. The number 41s, absolutely incredible. Yeah, these are bananas. In the macro, in other news, we do have inflation falling to 3%, so huzzah for that. We do have Audi Chef West saying, without the unusual fanfare, I reached Master Collector level 54 yesterday as an achievement that I'd like to celebrate with all of you, but I have an ask instead. Instead of lamenting on all of your individual accomplishments, can we take that same energy and send it to Silicone Secure? Gotta love him. We love him all. But speaking of accomplishments, I have reached level 48. Huzzah for that. I think when I reach level 69, I might go and throw a little party. Other whales, we got a buddy of mine. You guys might have seen him or seen a lot of his stuff, called Big Bad Buckeye. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. All right, he's I'll X out the amount of gems that you see on him, but he's got some good stuff. Over 3 million points, 2,600 collectibles, 251 sets, 207 comics, and 1 artwork that is Gary Basement's. Making almost 6,000 points a day. Dude is a mad lad. He and another one of my whales that I happen to know, they're going very, very hard on Grumpy Cat and 4chan, but mostly Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat just announced on Bitmart. I should have posted that at the beginning of the video, but yeah, it's wild. Also, in the macro, we do have Plan B, or at 100 trillion USD, over on Twitter, saying few people realize that Bitcoin will not only be scarcer than gold, but also scarcer than real estate. After 2024 halving, the current Bitcoin stock-to-flow ratio is 55, and after halving, it will be 110. I am certain of one thing: being the scarcest asset in the world will do something with the value. And he's going and basically saying, yeah, anywhere between 100,000 and a million, his words, not mine, is where Bitcoin will be next bull run. I'd guess 250,000 is probably good, but to be anywhere between 100,000 and a million, who knows where this could go. In other news, we do have CoinDesk saying Google Play announced a big shift in policy today, allowing developers to incorporate digital assets such as NFTs into their apps and games on the store. They also report stablecoin issuer Circle has cut some workers in an effort to maintain a strong balance sheet. It says it will continue to hire in certain key global areas, however. I think a lot of these companies are really just cutting the fat. The bear market has wrecked a lot of them, so it's really good that they're being a little stingy, making sure that they last for the next one. Moving on. For those of you that have not, that haven't really worked on these updates, like, oh, I've heard people got these updates and I never got any of them. They are push notifications, so all you have to do is go to the notification settings and click on which ones you want, like the push for followers or push for comments. And again, it's on the notifications. You just have to go to that little circular tab there. It looks like a wheel, and then do that. And Audi Chef West has also said, who amongst us are like me and true collectors and have never cashed out a dime on Veve official app? And we have a bunch of people going and saying, oh, me too, me too, me too. So I had a little bit of fun with Metaverse Life this morning. He said, later this month, we will be doing the release of a first episode of something very special. In preparation for it, I'd like to know who from the Veve fam, what does it mean to be a collector at heart? Use pics or gifts only as a response. Just being super cool, super awesome guy. And he had asked recently about gaming as well. So he has a first episode of something coming out later this month. Whether it's before or after or during San Diego Comic-Con, I don't know. And then talking about gaming, I thought was really cool. He had even mentioned who in the Veve fam is a gamer when we get in a clan together. So I've been showing off some of the gaming tattoos and all that jazz. And he says, so many games to choose from. Where do we start? And he also posts, excited for San Diego Comic-Con coming up. So threw together some shots with the Marvel collectibles. Who is going? Comment, let me know. I won't be there for this one. They confirmed too late. I will be at New York Comic Con though, so that will be really fun. But yeah, interesting. Metaverse Life has been doing some work. Anyway, we have talked before about signatures on digital collectibles, especially after Disney had filed for a patent for signatures on digital collectibles. So Comic Con is right around the corner, and we do have some prices coming up for what people pay, whether they're autographs or photo ops. Well, Chris Evans is Captain America, so he's going to be a lot. $260 for a photo op. and that's just a photo, not even a signature. And then Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, 225 doll hairs for a photo op. Oh, and I do apologize. They do sign 2 autograph tickets, which is 1 per person, so 1 autograph per item. That's what they do. So it's just whoever wants to go in, get them to sign something, they'll do it. But you do pay, like I said, $225 to Ewan McGregor for that photo op. And the reason why I go and bring a lot of these up is because people a lot of times they'll pay for, oh, hey, this is by him. This was signed by him. This is a photo with this person. Could be him, could be guy, girl, doesn't matter. People do that because they're big fans. And if you have one of these collectibles, like let's say you have Maui, from Moana, and you just love The Rock. I mean, he'd probably charge the same thing, a couple $100 at any of these Comic Cons. Honestly, he's probably maybe a little too big for these. He might do it on his own at some point, but yeah, if you have some of these, even if you have things like Moana, again, which are super popular in the real world, on Veve, maybe not so much right now, that will happen, and The Rock signature on anything, it's going to make it go sky high. So yeah, there are totally super fans out there. The bigger the person, the bigger the fan base, the more money they have to spend. Speaking of bigger, you have Veve Digital Collectibles posting Meet the Incredibles, a family of supers whose unique powers are stronger when they work as a team. Incredibles Super Character Series 1 drops in blind box waitlist on Sunday, 16 July at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I cannot wait for that. One came out in 2004, and the other came out in 2018. But yeah, these are probably going to do fairly well. What didn't do so hot today was the comic that came out, which was the Lonesome Ghosts in the Machine. Which I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty fun. I'm just going to get one just to read it. And despite the common and uncommon going under retail, the rares, ultra rares and secret rares, even the rares are above retail. So it's not a terrible gamble. I don't know. Should I gamble? I'm totally going to gamble. I'm going to gamble. Let's hit the buy now button right now. It's like we're live. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Buying, processing payment. Let's see what we get. Ooh, is it going? And I got a number 9190. The rarity will be assigned to you upon delivery, so I'll keep you posted with that. Now, is it a common that I could have gotten for $2? Yes. But I got it, 1, because it's more MCP points if you buy it from the store, and 2, well, that's really the only reason I want it. Well, I wanted to gamble, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up. You have a lot of people that have addictive personalities. I've gone over this before, but the fact that I saw, it's not like I didn't check beforehand. I completely saw, oh, I could buy this for $2. I just wanted to read it. I knew that the commons and uncommons were well below retail, and this comic in general wasn't doing that well. But I bought it, 1, because of that gambling thing, and then the MCP points. Like, there's multiple things that made me go and buy that. Like I said, there was somebody that commented the other day that had said, oh, I am in the top 200 spots. I'm buying things top 200 wallets on Veve. I'm buying things because I'll be damned if I lose my spot. Once you have that, once you break down that, once you get over that wall of the top 500, top 400, which I'm in, then top 300, 200, etc., you do not want to give that up so easily. It's like when I was talking to Anakin Skywalker, it's like, you made a commitment. Or no, I'm sorry, Obi-Wan's talking to Anakin Skywalker, says, you made a commitment not easily broken. Like, once you do that, it's like Vegeta says, once you have that taste of greatness, you can't go back to living in mediocrity. Not that everyone under the 500 wallets is living in mediocrity, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on. The opposite of mediocrity would be superstars like Darcy Donovan, who's going on and advertising for me that she will be on the podcast over on Friday. That will be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cannot wait for that. 4.4 million followers over on the Facebook, not including Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, what have you. Some news that just came in. It is we have @Lens995 over on Twitter saying to anyone who the new provider is, I received this email when I cashed out talking about the payout provider. New provider is NIUM. Thank you for registering your bank details with us. A payment method has successfully been added to your Veve account. Please note that the payout service is provided by the NIUM Company Limited. Did a quick little Google on this company. It does pretty well. Like I said, the first year it came out, it did $1 billion in U.S. processing, just that same year. They have raised hundreds of millions of dollars over the last few years. They partner and acquire other companies like on the yearly, every year. So they do extraordinarily well. I don't expect this place to go anywhere. They're available in the US, Europe, and in the Pacific Islands, like in Asia. So like I said, I don't expect this company to go anywhere. We should have this for the long haul, and that's before other stuff. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.